Hey everyone guys, in this video I'm going to be conducting Gevo Stock Analysis. This is a company that's really caught investors' attention over the last couple of days because its main product is in renewable energy, capturing renewable energy and biofuels. Anything at the moment that has renewable energy within it is going to capture investors' attention, especially with Joe Biden taking office either very shortly or he already has taken office, depending on when you are watching this video. This company represents huge potential in savings of global CO2 and a massive return. It is up over 42% in one day, which is absolutely insane. If that sounds like something you're interested in, stick around after the intro and we'll catch a look at this hot stock at the moment. See you there. Hey everyone, welcome into the video. So here we are looking at the landing page essentially for Gevo Incorporated. As you can see, a share price will currently set you back $9.16, but before last Friday it would have been just the $6.46, but on Tuesday morning, Tuesday morning stateside time, it absolutely flew up to $9.15, absolutely flying up 44% in a single hour or so, and was up 33% just before market. Now the reason for this is renewable energy is big right now, absolutely huge. If we take a look at what this company does, they are into renewable energy fuels in terms of fuel, transportation and biofuels. They want to be carbon neutral in the way that they do this. They produce numerous products from renewable gasoline, renewable diesel, isooctane, isobutanol, sustainable aviation fuel. That's huge for the aviation sector, trying to smash its carbon footprint down. Isobutylene, ethanol and animal feed and protein. So this company is already very diverse. There is fuel for everybody in the sector, and we're going to go into the investor presentation shortly to have a quick look at exactly what this company is trying to do going forward. So here we are on the landing page. The CEO is Dr. Patrick Gruber, and we have some really fascinating information right here. So here is an overview of Gevo Incorporated, headquartered in Englewood, CO, founded in 2005, and has a $400 million patent estate and intellectual property. Now it has market traction of over 1.5 billion in take or pay offtake signed, $600 million in take or pay offtake negotiating, and other offtakes with a lot of well-known companies that you can see there, Delta and Total. There's numerous other customers and partners partnering with this company. You've got some massive, huge heavyweights right here: Air BP, regular BP, the US Air Force, the US Army, IBAC, Philips, FedEx. The list goes on that you can of course see right there. This is seriously exciting stuff, and this is starting to gain the sort of excitement that Plug Power gained in its run up to well over $50. So as we can see, we have a problem. There is too much global CO2 emissions coming from fossil fuels damaging the environment. To put this into perspective, most of that greenhouse gas comes from the energy sector by our World Data's statistics just there. So that was in the year 2016. So this is a huge thing to try and bring down, but obviously we can't stop flying, we can't stop transporting things. We need alternative methods to transport. And there is some huge growing tech trends going on at the moment. So motor gasoline, distillate fuel, jet fuel, electricity makes up a huge part of CO2. This is what this company is going to be working on over the next few years and decades to come. So the mission is to capture renewable energy, transform it into energy-dense liquid carbons in terms of transferring it from A to B, making it as sustainable as possible along the way. So the burning of fossil fuel obviously releases carbon. This is not what we want to be doing in the future. So in the future, we want to be using carbon dioxide and water by reverse burning to make it renewable, low carbon energy, but they need a renewable carbon source first. So a new paradigm in intellectual property that this company owns is going to be taking energy from solar electricity, biogas, photosynthetic energy, wind electricity and hydrogen, using it in the production process, which is the intellectual property that this company owns, and then store it as liquid fuel ready for use. So the company aims to use the best technology in the biology and chemistry sense and has $400 million in patent pending technology to make this happen. There's a new game in renewable energy where the likes of essential most carbohydrate based raw material can work as fuel, as it says here, and this could be used as jet fuel, gasoline, diesel, oxygenated blend stocks, renewable gasoline for ships, tractors, trucks, cars, jets, you name it. And if that can take place, then that is a huge win for this company. So using renewable carbon energy to defossilise the environment is exactly what this company's unique selling point is. Gevo want to provide all the fuel for us to continue our lives of going on holidays, transporting goods from A to B, but just do it in a far more environmentally friendly way. There's the potential to reach net zero emissions and beyond from cradle to cradle. The stats and the figures here for IBA, jet fuel and isooctane are considerable, and they actually are very encouraging to see. And sustainable agriculture can drive down its carbon footprint even lower than it already is. If you have a look at these figures here, they can drive it into being carbon positive. There's global certifications and transparency for this company. They adhere to all 12 of the UN's principles, and they've got variety tracking that uses blockchain technology for tracking sustainability, building trust and setting the highest standards in the industry, which is absolutely fantastic, and we all know that blockchain is a huge thing right now. Market traction for Gevo fuels and biofuels in general is growing, and as you can see here in these stats, the number is growing, and the amount of heavyweight industries like Total and Delta are coming on board with it as well. Renewable hydrocarbons work commercially because carbon reduction in fuels can be valued and can be monetised. As we can see in these figures here, that is exactly what this company is trying to do. Will be expensive at the start, but they'll start monetising it better and bringing up that profitability margin to actually make considerable revenue going forward and thus further expand. So they have a plan to get to a large profitable scale. As you can see here, the development of the financing model. They've got Gevo, equity partners and debt into a special purpose entity, resulting in the net zero production 1 plant. Going forward, that is obviously a first step to even higher production in the near future. There are many values, many sectors to capture value for this company to target. Just targeting fuel for all of the world's vehicles is a huge start, but it could go even further in terms of providing electricity for power stations as well, or the raw materials for electrical power stations to burn. So the key investing information is they've got 80 million in cash on hand. There's 120 million common shares outstanding as at the 30th of October. There's 2.7 million in warrants outstanding for an average of 60 cents a share, and 51,000 weighted at $164 a share. Managers and insider holdings hold 4.2% of the stock. And then the key investing takeaways is that this is a legitimate solution to some of the world's major problems. Production processes work and have been proven, and there's intellectual property already valued at $400 million. There's huge end markets that they can solve the problems for GHGs, for liquid fuels, leveraging existing transportation and fuel infrastructure, trucks, cars and planes, to just essentially replace the fuel with that option. It will first be an option, and then in the future I'm sure that we could move to a permanent biofuel basis to really cut our CO2. Long term, there's take and pay contracts in place and even more developing from strong and global players. And there's focusing on growing large-scale production plants from off-the-balance sheet financing. Economics are attractive with a 20% plus estimated rate of return. And then at the bottom there you can just see some of their references that they've used to make this presentation in the first place. This company's product is absolutely fascinating. Of course, they're not going to solve the world's fuel issues and fossil fuel burning overnight, but it is a start, and it's a start that can be significantly monetized. You can see some of the big heavyweight fossil fuel players in the world already working in partnership with this company. So that in itself can get monetized, and if they can start bringing this product to the mass market to fuel our cars, even in an initial status as they are, so you don't have to even change the engines out of trucks to add this new biofuel in, then that is absolutely exceptional and a really great way of monetizing their product. I'm really excited about this company. It seems like the market is as well. It's well worth looking into, and of course do your own due diligence. It's been fantastic to bring you this presentation today, and I'll hopefully see you in my next investing episode. Catch you there.